everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Mariana and today's video is going to be all about my January favorites. And I have not done a favorites video in a really long time, and that's because there's just no favorites to talk about, and what's the point of making a video if I don't have anything to talk about. But today it's going to be my beauty favorites plus other stuff favorites. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So my first favorite is the 3CE Stylenanda Back to Baby BB Cream, and I've previously mentioned this in my last haul video and I've been wearing it ever since. This is by far the best BB cream I have ever tried. It has a lot more coverage than any of the other BB creams that I own, and it's also very fair, which is amazing for somebody with fair skin like myself. It hasn't broken me out, it lasts on the skin all day, it doesn't tend to wear away as easily as other tinted moisturizers, and it's just a really good BB cream. I really like this. This is 30ml, and when I first saw that, I was initially like, it's not gonna last me a really long time because I'm gonna be applying it to my face almost every single day. But because the coverage is so high, the tiniest bit goes a really long way. The only time I have not been using this is when I've had a bit of a breakout on my chin and I needed more mattifying coverage because this is quite glowy. So I've been using the Matte Clay Skin Clarifying Foundation from the Body Shop because this is very matte and has very good coverage. And I've kind of been interchanging between these two, but I absolutely love this and I would highly recommend it if you're looking for a new BB cream with a lot more coverage than other average BB creams, and if you have fair skin, because this does only come in one color, which is the one drawback of it. You can't, have a variety of colors in this, but it's really good and I like it. My next favorite is the Resveratrol face mask from the Creme shop, and this is a sheet mask. And honestly, the only reason it is a favorite this month is because I am obsessed with the smell of this. It's very hydrating and it makes your skin very dewy and just healthy looking, but the smell, oh my gosh, the smell. It smells like grape gel pens, and every time I put this on I feel really nostalgic because that was my favorite gel pen when I was younger, and I just really like it. I think this is one of the better masks from the Creme shop, because if you've seen my last face mask video from the Creme shop, you would know that they have some questionable face masks, but this one is really good. It's just a plain regular sheet mask. It's brilliant if you have dry skin patches like on your nose or on your cheeks from the cold, and it just hydrates really well and makes your skin look kind of plump and healthy. This comes in a pack of 5. I've used three or four of these already. I think I've got one lying around somewhere, but they're really good for just de-stressing and relaxing. I don't feel like it does too much, but it does enough for me to notice a visible difference in the levels of hydration of my face. So if you do want to smell like grape gel pens and look hydrated, then this is the face mask for you. My next favorite is a face mask that I mentioned in my previous video, and it's the Alya Skin Pink Perfect Australian Pink Clay Mask, and I love this. Ever since I've been using this, my pores genuinely do look tighter and smaller, my face feels cleaner and just brighter, and I have used it I think 3 or 4 times since you've last seen it, so I have used quite a bit of it, but a little bit goes a long way. So you don't need to like slather it on like I did in the video. You need just like a tiny bit and it will spread out pretty evenly. I feel like this is super gentle but really deep cleaning at the same time. Normally when I use another clay mask, I get like redness and irritation on the outside of my face, but with this I've had no irritation, no redness, no kind of like itchiness. It's really gentle. It does say on their website that this is suitable for sensitive skin, so I can imagine it being very suitable for sensitive skin. And I love the packaging, that it's the pink and the white. It smells amazing. It smells like Turkish Delight, like rose Turkish Delight. So I'm like really into scent right now. I don't know why. Oh, it smells so good. I don't understand. I haven't tried any other pink clay face masks before. I definitely want to give other brands a go too. So if you have any brands that you might want to recommend for me, definitely leave me a comment down below. But so far, I really recommend this. I love the scent. I love what it does. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already. My next favorite is a nail polish from KIKO, and it's the Power Pro Nail Lacquer. And I really feel like KIKO is a severely underrated brand because they have a lot of really good products. But I picked up this nail polish a couple weeks ago and I've only started using it maybe like a week ago or so. The reason I love it so much is because you only need one coat. Like one coat and it's completely opaque. I'm wearing it on my nails right now so you can see. But that is just one coat of this nail polish. It has like a thicker, more pigmented formula, I want to say. I also love the brush, and I'll show you what it looks like. You take off the cap. The brush is kind of wide and thick, and the formula is quite thick also, but it does just go on in one coat, and I really like that. The brush makes it really easy for you to apply the nail polish neatly, so you know you won't get it all around your cuticles. And yeah, I just really like it. I want to pick up more colors. But tell me guys if you've tried anything from KIKO before, because I feel like nobody ever talks about that brand on YouTube. But yeah, I highly recommend this. My next two favorites are the Body Shop's Strawberry Clearly Glossing Shampoo and Conditioner. I love these so much. I don't think I've ever included a shampoo and conditioner in any of my favorites before, but I love these. They smell amazing. They smell just like their strawberry range, and they leave my hair so healthy. If you guys dye your hair and you get like the really thin, stringy pieces of hair that are obviously super damaged, this stuff will repair that. I've never been able to like properly brush my hair after just washing it, but because of these, I feel like my hair is completely detangled. I've used so much of this shampoo now, you can see like there's not that much left because I do wash my hair every single day. But the most amazing thing is, as you can tell, my hair is dyed. It is pink. And normally I have to keep re-dyeing it to maintain the color. I feel like these have been extra gentle on the color. They don't tend to wash it out as much. And after I leave the shower, my hair just feels really soft and nourished and healthy. Like my ends don't look nowhere near as bad as they should, I feel, after all the dyeing and damage that I put them through. The shampoo itself feels really lightweight. It foams up nicely, but it's not like crazy foamy. It's just a really nice lightweight shampoo that doesn't leave any residue in your hair, because I feel like a lot of shampoos can leave some residue and build up. But the conditioner is very thick. In fact, I think if there was anything I could change about this, it would be the packaging, because sometimes it's really difficult for me to get like the conditioner out. It doesn't want to move down, so I have to keep shaking it in the shower because it is so thick. But it's very nourishing. It feels almost like a hair mask. I feel like these would be really suitable for somebody with dry or damaged hair. It does say on the bottom that it's for dull hair, and these are supposed to make your hair super shiny. My hair is definitely more shinier than it should be after all the damaging and drying out that I've done to it. But if you do have damaged hair, this is probably amazing, because when you get out of the shower, you can like run your fingers through your hair because it's so soft and so detangled. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys check these out. Go into the Body Shop and smell them. They smell just like strawberries, and I like the packaging. I think it's cute. Okay, now moving on to the more miscellaneous part of these favorites. The next product is something called space masks. And in case you guys are unfamiliar with this concept, it is an eye mask that you put on your face at night, and it helps you relax and fall asleep. And I freaking love these. I first found out about these from Mrs Gregory, who is a fellow YouTuber, and she runs a really cool blog, and her Instagram is just beautiful. And I saw these on her Instagram and also on her blog, and I thought, I should give these a go. You guys should definitely check Mrs Gregory out. I'm gonna leave all the links in my description box below to her social media accounts. She does amazing product reviews that are very helpful and very honest, and I am so happy that she recommended these to me, because I absolutely love them. The concept of the space masks basically is an eye mask that you put on your face, most likely before you go to sleep, and it heats up, so it creates this heat over your eyes that is super relaxing, and just it whisks you off into a world of relaxation. And it is amazing for somebody who has insomnia or cannot sleep like I can't. I have very severe insomnia, and I feel like these have helped me a lot. I will do like a little product demo here for you now. Obviously I can't show you how they heat up, but I will open one up and you can see what they're like inside. But this is just such a cool concept, and it really does help me relax. So you get 5 in a box. I've already used 2, so I've got 3 left, and I'm gonna open one right now for you guys so you can see. They come in these pouches. The packaging also is really nice. And so you open these up, and inside you have a little eye mask that you place on your face over your eyes, and inside the eye mask are little heat pads which heat up in about 5 minutes, and they last about 15 minutes to 25 minutes. So you get 25 minutes worth of heat in these, and you just put them on your face and you relax. And I promise you, it is the most relaxing experience ever. They also have a very faint scent of, I want to say like jasmine. and I feel like it just helped me sleep so much, because it really does close you off from the rest of the world, and the heat just makes you feel so good and so relaxed. Again, thank you so much to Mrs Gregory for recommending these. Her recommendations are always on point. You guys should definitely check her out. It's already starting to heat up. This is so good for tired eyes. If you sit in front of the computer screen all day, it's just the most relaxing thing ever. So yeah, definitely check these out if you haven't already. So my next two favorites are anime, and the first one is Devilman Crybaby. You may have heard of this anime from YouTube or probably Netflix if you have Netflix, and you may have either heard that people really hate it or really like it, and I personally really liked it. So right now, keep in mind, since I'll be talking about shows that I have finished watching or I'm kind of in the middle of watching, there will be spoilers. So if you don't want to know any spoilers, then just skip ahead to the end of the video and please press a like. Thank you. Okay, so Devilman Crybaby. Yes, it is incredibly explicit and very dark, and it's just not a feel-good anime. In fact, it left me severely emotionally distressed for like the next few days after finishing it. However, I genuinely believe it is a really good story. The plot basically is this guy who is a crybaby. His name is Akira, and he is this over-emotional, super empathic guy who kind of feels the pain of others around him, and he gets reunited with his best friend called Rio. Rio tells Akira that the Earth is about to be taken back by demons, and the only way to stop these demons is to merge Akira with a demon, therefore creating Devilman. So we follow a chain of events where Akira and Rio go to this really explicit, crazy, drug-fueled party, and Akira finally merges with a demon, thus becoming Devilman. And he gains all this crazy demonic powers, and he becomes very strong and suddenly very good looking as well. He has the ability to wake up with perfectly drawn eyeliner. I don't know what part of demonic, thing that is, but it's there. And so the rest of the story begins, where we follow Rio and Akira and their battle against demons, and you also kind of explore their relationship, because their relationship seems to be toxic. You know that what Rio is doing isn't right, and Akira is still a crybaby. He's demonic, but he's still very empathic. And I feel like the story is more about how humanity deals with these demons, and it's almost like a social commentary on mass hysteria and how bad people are. Like, the series really does show you the worst of humanity, and it kind of makes you question who is truly evil and who isn't. Like, there's no clear definitive line drawn there. And if you're looking to watch something that is uplifting and happy and will make you feel fulfilled, this is not the show. My God, it is not the show. I felt so depressed after it finished. It does not have a happy ending. In fact, when I was done watching it, I kind of thought, wow, what was the point of that? What was the point of this entire show? Regardless of whether the character is good or they're bad, they're gonna die. Everybody dies. It's just, I'm still so frustrated over it, but at the same time, I really liked it. Just because it's so different to any other anime that I've ever watched. It has like a deep, horrible meaning that's also very truthful. The creator of the original Devilman manga is Go Nagai, and if you're not familiar with his work, most of it is very dark and very gruesome and very explicit. And I feel like this show had to be that dark and that explicit to stay kind of true to the original Devilman. Bear in mind, Devilman does not equal Devilman Crybaby. Crybaby is based on Devilman. So I felt like, because I knew of his previous work, I would be prepared for the ending of Devilman Crybaby, but for some reason, I don't know why, maybe it was the way it was directed, I felt so sad. There was just something about the visuals. So I'm guessing, yeah, it was the way it was directed. It was visually very striking, and it made me feel really upset for pretty much every single character that we've come across, whether they were bad or they were good, because there's no clear definition between bad or good. I felt like I had to emotionally recover from watching it, so just be prepared that the ending will not be happy. It will be terribly upsetting and disturbing and will make you feel really depressed about your life in general. But despite the terribly depressing and dark ending and the whole concept of this anime, I felt like it had some really good strong points, such as the characters. Not every single character was well developed, but there were some interesting characters, such as the rappers, for example, and I've never seen that in any other anime or manga before. They were just these rappers who rapped about how dark and depressing the world was, and the raps were actually pretty good. In fact, if they had their own spin-off show trying to make it in the difficult, brutal rapping industry, I would definitely watch it. But I can't, because they're dead. The animation style is also really, really cool. When I first saw it, I kind of thought that it was too simple and there wasn't enough detail in it. But as you keep watching the show, you realize that it adds to the whole atmospheric concept of the show itself. So the simplistic animation, and just the way the characters are animated, the way they run, for example, it all adds to the storyline. The soundtrack is also really, really cool. In fact, I'm going to leave the intro to Devilman Crybaby in the description box below if you want to check it out. But it's as though they took the original really good soundtrack of Devilman and kind of updated it to fit today better. And just like the animation style, it adds to the atmospheric feel of the series. So it is visually cool and the sound is amazing, and it also has a lot of symbolism, and symbolism is something I really appreciate in series, whether it's an anime or like a regular TV series. In fact, I recently saw a video on YouTube of a guy going in depth with the symbolism just of the intro alone, and it's a really good video. He really explains everything well, so I'm going to try and leave that in the link down below too if you do want to check it out. The amount of symbolism and the way it was directed is really awesome, and I really liked it. So if you do like anime and you don't mind the disturbing scenes or the depressing ending or the highly explicit content, then definitely check out Devilman Crybaby. Try and go into it with an open mind, because I feel like if I've watched the two sides of I don't like Devilman Crybaby / I really love Devilman Crybaby on YouTube before watching it, I would have started watching it with a biased view. But definitely check it out. I can't really think of any animes that will be similar to it. Maybe Akira. If you like Akira or Neon Genesis Evangelion, then maybe Devilman Crybaby would be up your street. But just keep in mind, it is very dark and very, very explicit. So yeah, watch it if you're over 18. On another more positive note, another anime that I've been watching and really, really liking is Violet Evergarden. It is so visually stunning and beautifully animated that I feel that I have to include it in this list. The animation is so detailed, but it also has this nostalgic feel to it. And it's just pleasant to watch. It's almost like reading a manga, that every single scene that you see is detailed and beautifully drawn and just very well animated. It is a story about a girl who was basically a weapon in the war, and she has now started a new life away from the battlefield with the purpose of finding out what I Shiteru means. And I Shiteru means I love you in Japanese. It was something that was said to her by the mayor during the war, and she doesn't really understand the feeling because her main purpose in life was to be this weapon. She didn't consider feelings while she was in the war, but now that she's started a new life, it's like she's discovering who she is, and she's realizing that her purpose is more than just being a weapon. And I just love the storyline so far. Even though it's not super quick, it's really well developed, and you want to know more about the characters. You want to know what drives them and what their purpose is. And also Violet is a very strong character, which kind of makes a change, I feel, from a lot of anime. You normally get weak female characters, but Violet is a strong female character. And it does feel complex, but at the same time it's quite easy to watch, and I feel like that's partly down to the animation just being so incredibly stunning. So this is it for my January favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have watched any of the animes that I've mentioned or tried any of the products that I've mentioned, and if you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!